Well, let's go to the honourable member for Courtenay-Alberni and see what his direction is. The honourable member.
Mr. Speaker, can you clarify how much time we're going to have, please?
About 3.5 minutes each. If you go take the full 7 minutes, if you split it, or 7 minutes for one member.
We'll be splitting the time, Mr. Speaker, with the member from Vancouver East. Mr. Speaker, first, I want to ask the minister, we know that the tourism sector is struggling. It's going to be the last sector to recover. The hospitality industry is the hardest hit sector. They need actually the government to commit to extending the wage subsidy and the rent assistance program into next spring. They're not going to see international travel this summer, very unlikely, and very little on the domestic travel end. Will the minister guarantee that she's going to extend those programs into next spring?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and let me start by congratulating the honourable member and all the people of BC for the plan for reopening that has been announced and for the successful efforts of BC in pushing back the third wave of the coronavirus. When it comes to tourism, we are very aware that this sector is particularly challenged. That's why the budget includes $1 billion of additional support for tourism. That includes $400 million to support major and local festivals, $100 million to Destination Canada, and $500 million to the Tourism Relief Fund.
Member.
Mr. Speaker, they need a commitment to an extension. A constituent of mine, Christina Brack, she is a shiatsu therapist. She was collecting the Canada Emergency Recovery Benefit, and she was part of the clawback that the government informed her that they wanted their money back. She had to go and remortgage her house, and the government said that she would be able to get her money back. In fact, the website states some self-employed individuals whose self-net income was less than $5,000 may already voluntarily repaid the CERB. The CRA and Service Canada will return any repaid amounts to these individuals. Additional details will come in the following weeks. This was February 9th, Mr. Speaker. That was 4 months ago, and she remortgaged her house to pay that back, and she stayed at home, took care of her kids, closed her business, did her part in terms of taking on COVID-19. When will the minister fix it and repay Christina and others like her?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And let me just say, I am really pleased that our government has been able to support 8.9 million Canadians through the CERB, another 1.95 million Canadians through the CRB. The member spoke about this constituent as being a parent with children. If those children are under 6, the good news is, thanks to the fall economic statement finally being passed by this House, that member should be getting $1,200 per child under 6 to provide some further support, because we know families need it.
One more short question. The honourable member for Courtenay-Alberni.
Mr. Speaker, independent travel advisors are concerned. They know that the Canada Recovery Benefit is going to be cut at the end of September. They're not going to see money for months. 85% of the people working in this sector are women. They need help into next spring. Will the minister extend that program for the hardest hit sectors like them and festivals and events, people working in that sector? And when will she pay back people like Christine? She never answered that question.
Honourable Minister.
Okay, lots of questions in there. Let me go quickly. On the independent travel advisors, let me remind the member opposite, there's $1 billion in the budget specifically for tourism. The hiring credit will be very helpful for the tourism sector and all seasonal businesses. It is designed to provide them particular support. And let me also point out the way we've structured the voucher refund program takes into account the needs of travel advisors as expressed to us.